Coach, congratulations.
Thank you.
A couple reminders for those in the room. Please mute your cell phones. Reminder, there is no video recording that will be provided by the NCAA. Please wear your masks within the room. And then if you have questions, please raise your hand and we will call on you with a microphone over here on the right and we will get to you. So with that being said, we will open up with a opening statement from Coach.
Yeah, just taking some deep breaths here. First, I want to congratulate BYU on a tremendous year and just such a great program, and learned a lot watching them this week in their execution, and as did our team. So congrats to them and then to our group. Just a tremendous effort from start to finish. We didn't come out executing great, but found a way. We talked to this team about making a possession game, and they did just that and found a way to come up with a huge win, obviously, here in the tournament.
All right, we'll open it up for questions for the players. We'll go down here.
Matt, I just want to get inside your head in those last two plays. You hit those 2 free throws to go up 3, and then you get that block on the 3-pointer. What was going through your head during that sequence?
Just with the free throws, just up and in, just trying to get them in. And then with the block, I can't give up any threes to number 10. She already hit one in my face, so I knew, she wasn't going to get a 3 off.
And then, Lucy, you got 6 steals today, 5 in the first half. Is that a part of your game you've been working on? Or, what kind of led to that?
We talk a lot about how defense wins games. So, I don't know. I just wanted to do as much as I could to help our team win. And I guess steals was one of the ways today. Yeah, I just wanted to work hard and do whatever I could.
Anything further for the players?
Maddie, you had a slow offensive first half. Second half, you kind of poured it on. What was the change in mentality, if anything at all, between those two?
Just knowing it's a long game, keep shooting the shots that you normally take, and eventually you're going to start to fall. So, yeah.
First March Madness appearance, Lucy. What was kind of the mental preparation like there, and how was it to be out there in the postseason your first time around?
Yeah, it's very exciting. I mean, I just like to play basketball. It's fun. So the fact that we could keep playing and NCAA tournament, I always watched it growing up, and that I'm here playing with my team, it's really cool.
Anything further for the players? All right, ladies, you're dismissed. Thank you.
Thanks. Thank you.
Congratulations. We'll open it up for questions for Coach Dillon.
It was a slow start to the game, and you get 2 timeouts, media timeout, and then you called 1. What was your message to the players during those 2 timeouts to kind of calm them down?
Just continuing to deliver the message of defense. We thought it would take us a little bit to recognize how they were guarding us, to get a feel for the game on the offensive end and what we would be able to execute. Just so unfamiliar with this team, with BYU. You're looking at them on film, but you're not aware of their strength and their speed. So just delivering that message back to the team that the defense will ground us if we commit to that, and then the offense will come as we get more comfortable throughout the contest.
So Paisley Harding had 21 points today. What'd you see out of her, and what was kind of the plan going in to defend her?
Yeah, well, obviously we thought she was a player who would get the ball often early in their possessions, and she can create on her own as well. So we were just trying as best we could. We were thankful, we had a number of players just trying to go in there to deny her the possession, but just her speed and strength, capable of getting those looks. So it was just a team effort, recognizing, trying not to bail out as much, making them work for the contested shot. So familiar through film, but again, making the adjustments as the game went on.
Kind of the exact same question as my first one, but fourth quarter, Maddie hits 6 straight points,
Right.
and BYU gets timeout and then media timeout again. What was your message, kind of on the flip side of that, where you got that big momentum and to close out the rest of the game?
Yeah, well, again, with it being bringing it down to the possessions, and we were thankful, it was a 2-possession game at that point. The ball is certainly going to fall in Maddie's hands. Throughout, even early in the game, we had it there, but knowing down the stretch, looking for her to make plays for us. I think how she capitalized, off an offensive rebound, put back. So just staying within the possession, then just executing on the defensive end. I was really pleased with how we were able to rotate, sub, offense, defense, get some players in there and do what was necessary. We did a really nice job switching screens, and that's the communication we need to have. Luckily, we didn't foul early, so we had fouls to give that was able to run some clock off as well.
We have a question coming on Zoom.
Hi, Coach. I'm just curious, Maddie's second half, did you do anything adjustment-wise to kind of get her some better looks or better opportunities as compared to the first half?
No, it's still just running our offense, trying to get some quick hits as opposed to some of the continuity offense, because I felt they did a really nice job of taking her out of the natural cuts or off some flare screens. For Matt, it was really just a matter of just settling in and seeing what was happening out there and then just feeling the game. I think she's done a tremendous job of that this season. Her growth from last season to this season has been just that, just settling in, letting the game come to her instead of forcing some things. She wanted so badly, but realized the game is long, as she just said in her answering the question. So she did just that, and it worked in her favor and certainly our favor.
Any further questions for Coach?
Coach, just how crucial were those turnovers there, especially in that first half? It seemed like, we touched on Lucy,
Yes.
came in and kind of just got a couple of steals like that. But how did that kind of spark your team's offense, I guess?
Yeah, absolutely. As Lou said, it the defense created some offense for us. It just showed that we were able to match up with them and guard them. They felt, I think our team felt a little more comfortable and confident within what we were trying to execute on the defensive end by getting a couple picks there. And then momentum just shifted for us. And then, again, as I said, went back and forth. But we didn't let up on defense once that first quarter was coming to an end, and we got a couple of those big stops that we needed.
Anything further for Coach Dillon? All right, thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you. Go Cats.
we'll start off with an opening statement from Coach and follow with questions for the players, and then go back to questions for Coach. So, Coach, whenever you're ready.
Okay, well, first of all, I want to congratulate Villanova. I think played a really good game. Give them a lot of credit and wish them the best. I want to thank my team for an incredible season. To go 26-4 and to be able to compete at the highest level and to be able to hang in there and do the things with up and down parts of life and the season, I'm very proud of them, and especially my seniors who sacrificed coming back, willing to do whatever it takes to reach the goal which we all wanted to do, and that is to win a national championship. But I'm really proud of them and the way that they did everything the right way and set a great example to all the other younger kids on the team of what's expected at BYU and what we want. This team won a conference championship, which hasn't been done for a long time, and just a lot of great opportunities this year. Great memories I'll have for my whole life, and I just appreciate them and wish we could have done it. We came close, kind of got a little hole, but we fought back and had a chance, and that's what this team's done really almost all year with everything.
Thank you, Coach. We'll open up the questions for players, and we have one coming in on Zoom from Alex.
Hi, ladies. Either one of you can answer this, but just kind of take us through the emotions that you guys are feeling right now. Both of you are seniors, and you really hoped, like Coach Judd just said, to kind of really take a deep run in this tournament. Part of the reason why you guys came back. So how are you guys just kind of like feeling right now?
I think our team just did a really good job of making us feel loved. They really rallied around us, the seniors, after the game, and just like really. That's what makes our team so special this year. There's so much love on this team, and I'm just so full of gratitude for all the players and the experiences I've had this year and the memories we've made, and for the staff and everything they've done for us.
Other questions for the players?
Paisley, you guys got off to a really good start to start the game. Then it seemed like things kind of bogged down for you a little bit. Turnovers became an issue. What kind of flipped there for Villanova, the way they were able to kind of turn the game around and kind of take charge that way?
I think we came out super aggressive, especially on defense. We took them out of the things they thought they would be able to get pretty easy. But then I think they turned on the heat. They started pressing a little bit more, getting more in our passing lanes, when we just made some careless turnovers, which I think that's pretty much us just beating ourselves right there in that little stretch in that first quarter. But yeah, maybe just their pressure pushing us up the court a little bit.
Any other questions for the players?
This is for both of you guys. What does this program and this season mean as a whole for you guys?
This season has meant the world to me. This has been such a fun season, and then on top of that, this program is amazing. I mean, I could have asked to go to any other college and have this experience. I've been able to be brought up as a young freshman into this aspiring and intelligent and great young woman, and be able to really perform on the basketball court because of this program, because of the university I went to, and because of my coaches helping me, pushing me, having confidence in me. And so this whole experience, this whole season has meant everything to me. These girls are something special. I don't think you can find another team in this nation that's as close, tight-knit, and loving as mine is.
Got another question coming. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Just the culture on this team is so unique. I've grown up playing all sorts of sports and been on so many teams, but this team is just so full of love, and just we're willing to push each other in practice and compete, but at the end of the day, we still enjoy being around each other. And this season ended up being shorter than we wanted it to be, but at the end of the day, we made memories that we're going to keep forever, and friends who we're going to just live with forever.
Got another question on Zoom from Alex.
So Maddie Segrist had, I think, 6 points in the first half. It seems like you guys did a good job defensively, and she kind of broke out in the second half. What was the difference defensively, just kind of guarding her, and how was she able to kind of shake loose, I guess?
I mean, we came in knowing that she's their leading scorer, and I think we were really locked in the first half. And then she adjusted. She turned it up a couple notches and really went off, and kudos to her. She played a really great game.
Anything further for the players? All right, thank you, ladies. You're dismissed.
Thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Open it up to questions for Coach. Got one coming in on Zoom.
Hey, Coach. What do these next week or 2 weeks after this game kind of look for you, for the girls, who are going to come back next year? Just kind of, what's the next steps? Just kind of like in the immediate aftermath of this tournament.
Well, I think the first thing is bring them in and kind of go through what we want to accomplish the next season, and talk about where we were this year and how close we were to make the goals that we want. And then hopefully talk to them about things that they need to improve in to make this team get better. And that's one thing you've noticed with these two. Paisley and Sarah got better every year. They worked on something of their weakness and got better. And I hope the young kids that are here will see the same, and we'll be able to focus on that. I think we've set a good tone for what is expected and what we want to achieve, and I think that's going to help these guys drive through it all summer. I know we'll give them some rest. They'll have finals next month. Give them some time off, and then we'll get back on it. And I'm going to have to look as a coach and see what can I do to help this team with the players I have coming back, what I can do, what's going to fit their personalities, their talents, and all that. So, yeah, that's the hard part of coaching. You have a great team, and you worked hard with them, and now they're graduating, and now you kind of starting over a little bit. But I think they set a really good foundation of what we need to do with our basketball program.
Coach, after such a strong start, where did you see the game turning there in the first half?
It really hurt us when Maria got her second foul, because she was doing a good job of keeping the tempo. When Maria comes out, then what happens is that the ball gets in Shaylee's hand, and and Shaylee is a good ball handler, but she's not used to doing it all the time, and I think it kind of changes her offensive mood, where she has to get more people involved. Paisley kind of said it. They came out and got real physical. Started busting through screens harder, started knocking us around the post, and we just didn't seem like we didn't fight back as well as we needed to. We kind of got hit, and we kind of stopped. That was a lot of conversations in the timeout. Is we got to compete, we got to get out there, we got to be stronger. We can't be so careless with the ball. And they did a good job of really bumping us off screens, especially once that point hit, and that kind of got us out of rhythm. But we've been there before. We played a lot of physical teams, and we just had opportunities that we just didn't make a couple plays right there when we needed to. The shot clock was running down, and they get a rebound basket was really important. Villanova went to their start. At the second half, they ran everything through her, and she's a great player, and she made some plays tonight that as a coach, you try to double her, but she's quick enough to get her shot off fast enough that you can't get there. And so there were just a lot of things, but we had our chance. We had some good opportunities.
Got a question on Zoom.
Coach, throughout this season, there hasn't been a lot of times that you guys have shot under 40%. Today was one of those days. Other rounds in the WCC tournament, I think we're all sub 40%. Did this team just kind of hit a lull shooting wise at the wrong time, you think?
I think teams get physical, more physical in tournaments, and I think that gets you off a little bit. I think another thing, and it's a small thing, but it's affected us, I could tell. Here your whole year you shoot with a certain ball, and then you go into the tournament, the West Coast tournament and this tournament, and you shoot a completely different ball. And I don't know if other teams practice with those balls all year. I guarantee you we will next year. We will practice with those basketballs all year because there's a different feel. And, you know, one thing I could do is shoot, and I guarantee I'd have a hard time shooting some of the ball not being used to it. You get a feel to it, and it just seemed like we were a little bit off. But you have to give the defense a lot of credit for that. They pushed us off the line. They rushed us. We thought we got fouled a little bit today, going to the basket, no call. That's part of it. But you're right. We have to shoot the ball good. We did the whole year. These last 3 games are the worst we shot all year, and you can't do that. You know, when you get into tournaments.
Coach, you guys switched the zone with like 3 minutes remaining. Do you feel, and it would seem to work, do you feel like you should have gotten to that quicker?
No question. It's bad on my part. You know, I watched them play, and they tore zone apart, some other teams, and I just thought, hey, I don't want to do it, but yeah, I should have zoned earlier, and at least try to get them out of rhythm. But the game was back and forth, and it wasn't like they caught up. We got ahead of them, they caught us, then it went back and forth, and they made a little run, but the zone got them out of their motion, and I probably should have done that more.
Any other questions for Coach? Go here to the right.
Coach, you've talked about your senior class, and so many of them came back for the extra year to do what they did this year. Paisley in particular seemed to really drive you guys, not just scoring-wise, but just emotionally. She was kind of the heart of the team in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
What did having her come back this season mean for you guys, now that you can kind of look back at the whole year?
Well, you know, you notice when the game gets more physical, Paisley steps it up. Her strength and her endurance is amazing, and these are the games that she's always played well in them because of that. And you know, she's a kid that works really hard, and she says what she feels, and I think it's been really positive for a lot of the young kids to really see that. You know, when you have one of your best players work the hardest, it really sets the tone for what this team's all about. And Paisley got better every year, you know, and there's not a lot of players you can say that about, but you can say that with her. She improved in every part of her game. I just wish she would have been 6 foot instead of 5'8". It would have made a big difference. But she's one of the best. She's one of the best that I've coached. She's proven that in both NCAA games and really big games. I thought tonight she played one of her best games for us.
Time for one final question here on the right.
Coach, a remarkable season, disappointing end. How would you kind of sum up the season overall as you look at it?
Well, I'm going to look back and say, you know, what a great season. 24-6, win the conference, be ranked as long as we did, have a chance for the conference tournament and lose to a good Gonzaga team, play a really good team, Villanova, play right down the wire. This game will stay with me for a while, but as it gets going, I'll look back and remember the good things that we had this year. They were a fun team to coach. You know, as a coach, you don't always get that. Sometimes your teams are hard to motivate, hard to get them to do the things you want them to. This team was the opposite. They were easy to motivate. They worked hard. They did whatever it took for this team to be successful. And you know, it's going to be hard. I'm going to go back and say we need to practice, and there won't be any practice. And so that's the hard part. The tournament, one team comes out smiling. Everybody else loses, and it's tough. But that's what makes winning, and that's what makes success, I guess, so important, is when you lose, it doesn't feel good and it hurts. And so you drive yourself to do your best. But I'm really proud of these guys. I think we have a big future. My freshmen are very talented. You'll see it next year when they come in and fit in. They're very, very talented. They're different, but they will come in and do what we need them to do.
All right, thank you, Coach. Congratulations
Thank you.
on a great season.
Thanks a lot, everybody.